What is going on, guys? In this video, we're going to review this Timemore Black Mirror coffee scale after 1 year of use in a cafe setting. And by this end of the video, we're going to see if this coffee scale is suitable for you. Let's go. So let's first talk about the price. As of the recording of this video, this Timemore Black Mirror scale, you can find it anywhere from 130 to 139 ringgit. Now, just to give you a context, if you were to compare a battery quality scale like the Akea Lunar, the Akea Lunar is basically 10 times the price of this. So it's about 1,100 ringgit when compared to 1,030 ringgit. So you do the comparison and see which one is more affordable. Now, the reason why Timemore has gained its popularity is obviously not only because of its price, but I think Timemore saw an opportunity in the coffee equipment space to provide something that is good, affordable, and decent enough for the masses. And I would argue that this coffee scale right here achieved exactly that. So that's why now in the market, Timemore is getting its popularity. And besides the price of it, let's talk about the sensitivity. Now, this scale can go all the way down to 0.1 grams in sensitivity. Now, that is way better than any ordinary scale you can find in the market. And I would say it is good enough for a 0.1 gram for you to measure your espresso, your pour over, or whatever that you want to measure in a coffee environment setting. I don't think you need more than that, but that's just my personal opinion. Now, the third thing that it has going in for it is that this Timemore scale has basically two digital displays. You can see here, the one on my left, it's basically the weight. The one on my right is basically the timer. Now, besides that, you can see also that it has two physical buttons. One is the turn on and off button, and the other one is basically the start-stop timer button, right? So you could start the timer here, and it will start. Now, another thing that we really like about this Black Mirror scale, or this Timemore scale, is it uses a USB-C charger. So, really good, rechargeable. It charges really fast. Based on our experience, it only takes about an hour or so to get it fully charged. And one single charge in our cafe would typically last us for about 3 weeks. So if you're at home, it will probably last you about a month if you were to use the coffee scale every day, right? So it's a pretty good scale, charges really fast, and it lasts pretty long. So now it comes with right out of the box, it comes with the coffee scale, with the rubber mat, which basically for you to have more grip on top of it and to protect the grinder, of course. And ultimately, it also comes with a USB charging cable. Now let's talk about what we like about this grinder. Well, this grinder, it has basically two modes. One is the normal or regular mode, where you would just press stop and start your timer, or zero out the scale and measure your espresso shot that comes down. And so that's the regular mode. Now, to access the second mode, which they call it the auto mode, you basically would have to hit the timer button 5 times, right? So until you see A, right, a auto, the A there appearing, that's where you would know you're in auto mode. Now, to activate auto mode, once you're in there, you have to press again the button one more time, and it will start going into auto mode. Well, the auto mode is basically for people who, I would say, mainly want to do pour overs, where you would set everything down, the whole scale is down, your grinds is in your V60, and now you want to start pouring your water over the coffee bed, right? And so what it does, it auto starts the timer when it detects a weight change, right? So once you pour a little bit of water, it will then start detecting its weight change, as you can see in the video clip here. Now, this is very useful for those who do a lot of pour over, and those who, even in espresso base, if your timer is based upon the first drop of espresso, then maybe that would work. Besides this, it has a very nice footprint. What we like about this is that it's only 3 centimeters thick or tall, and it is a square of 13 meters wide and 13 meters in length. 13 cm and 13 cm in length. And what this provides is, I think it provides a very, very good base for anything that you want to put on it, right? It's not too small and it's not too big. Now, Timemore has come out with a new scale, which is called the Nano scale. We actually have it right here. This would be a separate video. This, if you can see the comparison, it's way smaller, right, when compared to just the Timemore scale itself. But we actually prefer throughout our usage, we still prefer the Timemore original scale, the Black Mirror or the Black Mirror Plus, just because it's not so fidgety. It's not too small that it's when you put your mug on top of it or your V60, you are not afraid of it falling, right? Where this nano scale, I think it's designed for people who want to put a tall cup underneath the espresso machine or stuff like that. This might be suitable for those of you who want to put very tall cups on espresso machine, because it's slightly shorter, right? But I would argue not by much, if you can see, right? So let's get back to this time. So a few pros that it has, right? And the battery or the indicator of it, it's pretty bright and pretty nice. Now, some of the cons of this Timemore Black Mirror, right? They came up with a plus, but with this version, what happens is some people would say that they couldn't figure out which one is the top or which one is the bottom, right? You can see there's no indicator for you to basically see. You would just have to try to click on it and press and see where's the top and where's the button to turn on the scale. But throughout our usage, we don't really move our coffee scale, so that's not so much a problem. Most of the time, we just put it in a particular stationary location, and we just turn on and turn off and tear our portafilter in our cafe. So that's not an issue for us. Another concern that some people have is that this coffee scale is not 100% waterproof. So disclaimer here, we actually destroyed one of this Timemore scale, or I personally destroyed one of this Timemore scale by maybe putting too much water on it, right? I was sort of using it for non-coffee related purposes for baking, and I think some of the flour and water went in, and so that whole machine basically it just went bust up. So don't do that, right? You can put a little bit of water, contact with water, it's fine, but not entirely 100%. Now the last con that some people have is this might be a bit too big, right? So that's why they came up with a Nano Plus. But to us, this is a perfect fit for your pour overs, for if you look at it, it's a perfect fit for your pour over, for a cup of a standard 8 to 9 ounce cup, and it's really nice to just put it under, and it's pretty stable. Now, conclusion. Who is this grinder for? Well, I think this grinder is for 99% of people out there. No, I'm serious, 99. I think anyone can use it. If you're a home barista, if you just got into coffee, if you are an advanced coffee user, if you are even like a world barista champion, I think this coffee scale does the job very well. There's nothing that I could say that would deter me from buying this coffee scale, and the best of all, it's super affordable. For those of you who want to buy this coffee scale, I have the link down in the description below. Now, I'll get this out of the way, not paid, not sponsored in any way or form. But this coffee scale, I would say it's one of the best in the market out there. And if you're looking for something that is affordable, decent, that can last you for a long time, try this out and see if you like it or not. Now, thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for our next video on the Timemore Nano Plus. Thank you. See you. Peace out.